one thing I tell my daughters is if you're not careful, this world and the people in it will try to tell you who you are and what you can or cannot do. And that just isn't true. Like, you truly have the power to do and be and create whatever you want. And that would be my message. Everybody hands go up. This is like therapy. Like, I need a towel.
I'm Catherine with Luger Architects. I'm with Sonya Hamilton. She's the Chief Communications Officer with Lamar ISD. Thank you, Sonya, for joining us today for this Woman to Woman interview as we celebrate the Women's History Month.
Thanks for having me.
From your background in journalism and education administration, and to now a leading communications role at Lamar ISD, what excites you most about this role?
Oh my gosh, my job, okay, what excites me most is that my job is literally different every day. So yes, I work in like a boring building, right, with adults. I used to be a teacher, so I say that because I love working with kids, but some with boring adults all day. What's fun about my job is every day is different. Some days I'll come into the office and I'm working on like crisis communications messaging. Some days I'm blowing up balloons for a party or an event we're having. Some days I'm getting to interview and hug on cute little kids. Today, for instance, I got a chance to meet with teachers and staff from across the district. We're getting their feedback about what's working or not working in Lamar CISD. And in the middle of our conversation, the power in the whole building went out. So then I had to shift to, crisis messaging. We had a power outage throughout the entire district. And now I get to interview and talk to you. And so then after this, I'm going to go meet with more teachers again. So every day, my day is different. It's fun. And I've been doing this for going on 2 decades now, and I'm not tired of it yet.
Oh, wow. It's amazing. So, what was a defining moment in your career?
So I'm like 5'0". I'm a tiny person, but I'm really loud. And I've been told that a lot all my life, that I'm really loud. And in elementary school, all my teachers would say that, and I didn't really know how to feel about it. And so I would talk to my mother, and my mother would say, "Sonya, you're not loud. Your voice just carries." And I love the way she put it, right? That was so beautiful, such a beautiful way to say something that other people had been saying about me. Because when you hear loud, you think of all the connotations that go with what it means to be loud. Like, is loud aggressive? And then, especially being a woman of color, being told that I'm loud definitely didn't feel like a compliment, but to be told my voice carries sounded poetic. And so I remember being like 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, when someone would tell me I'm loud, I'd say, "Nah, my voice just carries." And then I didn't really know what it meant, but I knew it sounded better than being told that I was loud.
Yes.
So you fast forward to where I am in my life today. And I absolutely can understand the connection to how my voice carries. The fact that I use my voice in my current role to advocate for others, to advocate for change, to speak up, speak my mind, to speak on behalf of people, my voice absolutely carries, right? And I'm still loud. I don't need a microphone. I'm still loud. That's the inner cheerleader in me. But that's been a defining moment for me, is balancing that, right? What it means to have confidence and be powerful, and what it means to be a woman. And when people see me, what they expect, just based off my gender versus what I bring to the table.
Yes, that is a powerful message to all the women out there. How do you empower yourself and women around you?
Okay, again, I think it's so important to have a voice in the conversation. So what someone did for me, what a former supervisor, and he was a man, was he just let me in the room. And he put me at tables that I wasn't ready to be at. And I knew my task was just to be quiet, just to soak in and learn. And just being in the room, being at the table was so powerful and pivotal for me that one day I was in the room at the table and I knew it was my turn to speak up. I knew that I was ready and able to speak up. So that's one thing I really do push for. I really do push for women that I work with to just come in the room. And you'd be surprised how many of them don't feel like they're worthy or deserving to be in the room. I'm like, girl, come on, let's go. Scoot up, we'll move the men around and let's make a seat. So for me personally, though, I just remember that I always have a voice and I use it. I am in the room now for a reason. Back then, my soup just wanted to give me the exposure, but now I'm invited to the table and I'm asked to come to these meetings and to be in the room. And I remember that. When I'm in the room, I have a responsibility to show up and to be a voice. I deeply believe that representation matters. And whatever community I'm advocating for at that moment is counting on me to have a voice in the conversation. And I never forget that No matter if I'm at a board meeting or a PTA meeting, if I'm in the room at the table, you're going to hear me.
Oh, that's a beautiful answer. That empowers me.
Okay, good.
Yes. Can you share a time when you took on a challenge and you had to get out of your comfort zone?
Yes. Okay. So I've been doing school PR for a very long time. I've been working in communications over 25 years. I've been in school districts over 20 years. And so my first job, I was at that district 15 years. And I had my last role with Chief Communications Officer. I left that role to go be Chief of Staff in another district. A Chief of Staff is a very different role than Chief Communications Officer. It's more global. And I had to take on teams and departments under me that I didn't have direct experience with. I had to oversee transportation. I had to oversee technology, maintenance and operations. These are things outside of my normal comfort zone. I'm used to being the cheerleader, having the fun, culture stuff, way out of my comfort zone. I also wasn't used to being the bad guy. And being chief of staff, you're the heavy. You have to, be the bad cop that suits a good cop. And that was so outside my comfort zone because, I got dimples. I like to smile, I like to be liked. And it was definitely hard for me to be in a role in a position where people did not automatically like me. They didn't automatically trust me. And I had to work really hard to build relationships with people. It was way out of my comfort zone, though, because I didn't feel like the expert in the room in some of those topics. What I remember at the very basis is I was hired to be a leader. And I think that leadership, if you're a good leader, you can lead anywhere, any place, anything. It's about inspiring people. You have to be smart. You got to know your stuff. But you also have to be willing to admit when you don't know something and to rely and collaborate with the people who do. And so that helped me. But I was certainly outside my comfort zone. It was certainly a scary challenge. But I did. I survived in that environment for like 3-4 years. And then I came to Lamar.
Wow. That's a beautiful journey.
It was so scary.
So what kind of legacy do you want to leave in this role,
So it truly is in understanding one's own voice. I see, even in 2025, a lot of women in particular shrink themselves, make themselves small. And I don't know why that mentality still persists. So one legacy, because I'm raising 2 daughters, is that their voice matters. You have to advocate, especially for yourself, but also for others. Like, that is so important. Just the ability to speak up when it matters is critical. Just sitting by, silent, playing it safe will not get you far in life. It just won't. And more importantly, it won't push the change, the progressiveness we need in this world and in certain fields and industries. So I hope my legacy, I hope they don't just say she's short and loud, but that I did use my voice, that I was never one just to sit by and let something happen that shouldn't happen.
Okay, that's amazing. So is that what you tell your
daughters do time? And they give it back to me too. Well, you said, Mommy, I can use my voice. Okay, you still can't go outside with a crop top on, but sure, let me hear you out.
What message would you like to leave for the viewers of this interview?
I had a rough childhood. Like, I lost both of my parents when I was 13 years old. In the past couple of years have been tough. But my message for the viewers and for anyone is, what has happened had to happen. Like, your past truly is your past. And you have the power to create a new future, right? To start from today and make the rest of your life whatever you want it to be. One thing I tell my daughters is, if you're not careful, this world and the people in it will try to tell you who you are and what you can or cannot do. And that just isn't true. Like, you truly have the power to do and be and create whatever you want. And that would be my message.
Yeah, that is a powerful message, especially for this Women's Month. Thank you for that. So moving on to some fun questions.
Okay. Those weren't fun. Those were terrible questions. Those are great questions.
So what was your dream job when you were little?
Okay. Y'all can relate, maybe, if you're maybe of the 80s. When I was little, I was going to be a singer, dancer, actress, model, president of the United States. I was going to do it all, right? And my kindergarten teacher didn't tell me that I couldn't. So that would be my answer all the time. Singer, dancer, model, actor, president of the United States. I was going to do all that. So that was my dream job. I was going to do it all.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that's a. If you choose one song every time you enter through a door, which song would that be?
That's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
I love music. I listen to music every morning getting ready. I listen to music before I go to bed at night. So they had to pick one. But okay, one I do like is the DJ Khaled. All you do is win, 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 no matter what. I love it because of crowd participation, right? And everybody hands go up. I love it. So that gives me energy, gives me life. That's a good like intro song if I had to pick one today.
To start your day.
To start my day. Yeah. So, but I have a playlist. I have a playlist on my phone and I call it Fragile Like a Bomb. Right? And it's all women. It's all strong women and women anthems. And I call it Fragile Like a Bomb because people always say, well, women are so fragile. Yeah, like a bomb. Like, I could go off any time. I'm not like glass fragile. And so I got Pat Benatar, hit me with your best shot. That's one. I've got Whitney, I'm Every Woman. I got a lot of power anthems. But if I had to pick one today, it'd be DJ Khaled. All I do is sweat. Goes to DJ Khaled.